Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny
and Erin.
So we have a patron request from Christy Sue Who. Ooh. It's another Taemin. Oh. Taemin who's back! Yay! Excited for a shiny comeback.
Oh my god, so am I. Like, so excited.
Where are we going to have to travel to see shiny? Because it seems they don't come to Europe. So where are we going?
Have they never come to Europe then?
From what I could see, well, I don't know about Europe, but they came to the UK in like 2011 or something. That was the last time they came here, like for a performance.
That's so rude.
It seems that Mino comes here for other stuff, so I know I'm desperate for if they're not going to tour here, then a festival. Come on, we need some shiny. I'm willing to travel. It's just I don't want it to have to be like the US or Japan. It's so far. Somewhere in Europe. So this is called Rise, and it's a live performance.
Oh, I'm feeling he's going to be in red and Phoenix rising out of some flames.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. I just think there's always a flair for the dramatics that I love about him.
Oh, yeah.
Or at the very least,
creative.
I want to see... You know how people do, they stand up and they twist down to a seating position?
Oh, yeah.
I want to see a twist up, I want him to rise up. Or it's going to be a very emotive, light rising from the darkness kind of performance.
Okay, you've thought about this a lot.
All you said was one word to me and I placed Taemin in every scenario.
Yes, there's no subs because it's a live performance.
Oh no.
My playlist has very much been celebrating that Taemin is back. Because when I have it on shuffle, it's still obsessed with several times a day. It wants me to listen to Sayonara Hitori.
Mm-hmm. Love that song so much.
And it also has got a thing about sexuality at the moment.
Sorry, as soon as you say it goes off in my head. Is this
the right message for Taemin and I? Sexuality and goodbyes. I mean,
you're only going to get one shot at it.
That's true. Unless you add in criminal.
Which is what you then become afterwards.
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. Do you have a K-pop playlist? And if you do, what is it like to give you most often?
Oh, that is a good question. Is that scaled or sequins?
Ooh. The shadow behind him.
I think I was close with option 2.
It's quite breathy.
I love the shadow.
Yeah.
Who's that dancing?
Maybe that's supposed to be his shadow. So I'm not sure if it's his shadow or the darkness reaching for him.
Oh, I was waiting for the platform to come up. Oh my god.
Can I start off by being like, you can tell he's singing live, and wow.
I know. What? Got like a bit glassy eyed. I'm just blown away.
The live vocal was just wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
You feel
Yeah.
so much. Like, that's not just someone singing. He is that song.
You can feel the emotion. Like, you can feel it coming from his chest when he's singing that. And the fact that when he's singing Rise, every time he did it, his voice rose. Like, his voice is going up with it.
But it's the way, it's almost like when it is Rise that on that bit, it doesn't feel like it's easy. Like, there's resistance, but the vocals are pushing through.
Yeah.
I'm so
Wow.
There was just, if you ask me to take boxes of things that I love in performances, it's like really, really rich vocals like that. A lot of build and meaning, and like having that dancer, because I feel like, yes, he could have done that, but I loved watching their interactions, and that guy dancing was amazing.
I think it made it so that he could really focus on that vocal, and he could get across what he was trying to do, because he would have had to have had two anyway for what he was trying to do. And so it's one of those ones that I wasn't emotional listening to it, but I definitely can feel something now it's over.
Oh yeah, I was so drawn in, and then as soon as it kind of went blank, I was like, oh, my eyes are quite wet,
and we don't know a single word of what he was saying.
I have like a bit of nervous energy from it. This is why you shouldn't just listen to things that you know. I wish I'd known this years ago, because
We've missed out on so much.
2011, we could have seen them all.
I feel like he was talking about maybe being in a dark place and being able to pull yourself back out of it. You know, that kind of rise, like, or you keep pushing me down, but I'm just gonna keep,
or rising above people pulling at you and following you, all those dark thoughts that are tracking you around. But also, I wasn't sure a bit of it if it was the rise of your like creativity. Because I don't know, like how they were dancing was so, in a sense, beautiful, and it had potential, but it was all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's rising up, but you have to tap into it maybe. I mean, I could be so far off base because we have no idea about
well, yeah, because with the choreo, like I said, I wasn't sure if it was a shadow, because there are times when I thought it could be that it was mimicking him, or mimicking him but just behind him like an echo, or whether it was like a dark thought that he couldn't get rid of because it kept coming back and it was always around. And it was, even though we know that the guy did an amazing job, that he was in control of what he was doing, there was a bit of unpredictability, and like he wasn't in control. Like when he was doing flips and stuff, it could have given you the impression of it's all over the place.
A little bit demonic. because there was a bit of, I felt like almost like scuttling.
Yeah.
It was always around the edge in like the peripheral vision or around the perimeter, and I wasn't sure when he rose up on the stage whether he would still be able to, you know, the shadow or whatever he was would be able to reach him, but he could still
get there down, yeah,
but not as easily, and because they interacted.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to read the lyrics, but I just think such a rich performance to get so much. If I was there, I'd have cried. But there's no thought about it. I would have stood in there and sobbed, because you would have. We feel it through this years later.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in that crowd?
Yeah, I'm still just blown away on the vocals. Because there's so many times when we obviously watch idols perform and they sound perfect. But I think the difference for me on this one was that you could definitely hear it was live, but it sounded amazing. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes when you listen to them, you think, I know it's live, but there's a part of you that is not accepting it's live fully because it sounds so perfect to the track.
Yeah.
So to hear a slight difference, so I say difference, we haven't heard the original, but when you can tell that it's live, but it sounds so good. It's just...
I wonder what the produced track sounds like, and what, if any, like ad-libbing he did with that.
Because at the beginning there were parts that sounded breathier.
I also really liked the way he was walking. I didn't say it because then it moved on to the dance, but the shoes, they reminded me a little bit of jazz shoes, and just the way he was stepping with his feet, taking it very, like, it looked like careful steps at the beginning, which was so different from the dancer. I just have him in my head.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to listen to anything else, and I don't want it to leave.
It's nice to see this other side of him, because we've seen the like the amazing choreo performances, we've seen the really cool songs, the ones that are a bit more out there and creative. To have one that's simpler and a vocal one, it's nice.
Yes, because you could just focus on his vocals. There was still the dance element, but I think I still would have felt as awestruck, even if there wasn't.
Yeah, if he'd have just stood and sung it, yeah.
Yeah. Because you could just feel it all.
Yeah.
And he looked amazing.
Doesn't he always? Do you know what I was looking at though? I'm thinking,
his lips.
Yeah, his lips. He's got lovely lips.
I know. I've been noticing them a lot recently, and I was looking at this performance, and I was just. Whew.
Do you know what? As I know that it seems his time in the military wasn't easy. I do think, do you know what? He's back now. I hope he's happy. I'm hoping he's doing things he wants to do. And there may be a lot of experiences and inspirations he takes from it.
Yeah.
That we could get some really interesting, because we know how creative he is with things, that we could get some really interesting things to come from his experiences.
Yeah, that's really true. And the really lovely thing about having these creative individuals is, it's not nice they've not had such easy times, but they can then sometimes channel that into these beautiful songs and whatever, which then allow other people to go, yes, that's how I'm feeling, and it just provides a layer of comfort for other people to help you feel like you're not alone, and the good that they can do.
Yeah. And I hope it's a healing process for them. So that was our reaction to Taemin Rise. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.